172 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Let's Play series. Now, a few of you may be thinking that I'm gonna be going through the decks today for the like the gameplay of those for the new event, that Theme Chronicle event. And those of you who will be thinking that that I'll be doing that today, you'll be a little bit wrong. I'm not doing it because I don't want to do it today. Yeah, I kind of don't. Yeah, no, but it is because I don't want to do it today. But it's not because I don't want to do it at all, is what I'm saying. I do want to do it, but when I want to do it is I want to test out my Twitch stream anyway. So, but I don't know exactly when that'll be. But when I do, it'll be before the Theme Chronicle ends. So I basically have until well, it's going to be well before the 28th. I need to do it before Wednesday. So that'll be well before the 28th. And since I want to test my Twitch stream anyway, I figured, well, I might as well use Mastodon to do it. And since I don't think this is as integral to the solo mode Let's Play, which is the primary reason I'm doing these Let's Plays, and I did kind of talk about the decks a little bit, except for my own deck, but you have a lot of different options if you're trying to use one of your own decks. I did go over a few decks that you could use. Did I? Well, if not, a few decks you could use is Praying Kids is what I'm using. You can also use Dark Magician, I'm sure. You might be able to even use the Ninjas. I know Ninjas have the structure deck. Cyber Dragons you probably use. I know that's a pretty good anime deck, and I'm sure they probably allow you to use Cyber Dragons. I think most of the anime decks, the decks that have been in the animes, they're probably gonna let you use. I think they even let you use pretty much full power Goldie as well, because I did see a Goldie player. Oh yeah, and an Egyptian God deck might not be too bad, especially like now that they got the new cool animations. There's a certain replay I really want to show you guys too, but that'll be in the stream where I go over the rest of the event news and the decks and the deck gameplay. That'll be when I'm testing the Twitch stream. So that'll be within the next few days, maybe tomorrow if I have time, maybe another day. It'll definitely be before Wednesday, since Wednesday is my live stream for Twitch. And I figure like this is a good way to not only test it, but also to do introductions on Twitch. And I don't really feel like I need to schedule this Twitch stream, but I will let my YouTube audience here, I will let you guys know about the Twitch stream when that's about to come on. I'll link you my channel probably today though, so you can like check out my channel a little bit, maybe like give me some advice. And I think the fact that like I'm losing a few subscribers on YouTube, I think that's even better sign that maybe I should try Twitch to see how that goes, because I don't think YouTube is as big into streaming. Like, no offense to people, to the people on here who like to watch my content, it's more just, I think, a YouTube developer problem, because they don't really like recommending streams too much. Like, I heard from another fellow YouTuber that they don't really like recommending streams all that much. And I think what YouTube likes recommending is shorter videos. And I'm not really about making shorter videos. I just want to do streams and show off as much as I can, and putting as little editing as possible. I'm more about the gameplay rather than the behind the scenes editing work. So I think Twitch may be better for me for doing all that. Maybe like I'm trying to do the basics on Twitch right now. I might make my channel look a little nicer later on add a few things to make it a little more fun. But that's all like depending on like how successful my Twitch channel becomes. And if worse comes to worse, I can always just go to YouTube and just not really care too much about making money, because hopefully I can just get a job within the programming industry, and like and once I get that, like I should be making a good amount of money just from that, so that'll be nice. So I'm not too worried. It was supposed to be more of a hobby anyway, though I am trying to do a few things and maybe seeing like how successful I can be, just to experiment a little bit. And maybe it's just and maybe if anyone's like in the same shoes as I am that doesn't really like to edit or much, maybe I can show those people like if like how easy it seems to be to get into Twitch or YouTube when you don't want to put in as much work. I try to put in a little work still, like certainly, but seeing how far someone like me can make it, because there may be other people who are like me in this regard. So yeah, just want to show those guys like how easy it is or how hard it is. Just like so then if anyone asks, like I'll be able to say, yeah, if you go about the right way, it's not that bad. But or I say, yeah, it is that kind of difficult. You kind of have to put in a lot of work if you want to make it on a streaming platform. Then I can at least like give my take on it a little bit better after trying both of these major platforms here. I'm sorry I spent a little bit, but I felt like this was important stuff. So anyway, I'll get that stream information out to you when I know more information and know better about when I'm about to be putting that out. But I will be putting my Twitch channel out today. Anyway, let's get into this. Oh yeah, and then during that stream is when I'll be doing the event stuff. In addition to like introductions and stuff, and it should last a good 3 hours. Just to see like how, like I want to kind of make it as like close to how one of my real streams would be as possible. I think that's the best way to practice it. It's more of just a practice stream though, but I'm probably going to be a bit more serious with the introductions and everything with that one too. So if you want to start watching me on Twitch, this might be a good stream to like look at. It'll be available after I go live for like 7 days or something. So you can feel free to get that information if you miss it the first time. Or you can just actually go into stream, and then if you can comment, then maybe you can give me some advice there as well. Any Twitch related advice. So it looks like I'm still like one solo mode away, and then I can start doing the my deck. So I have 2 more parts here, and then it seems like I'll be able to start doing the my decks, assuming there's not another solo mode coming anytime soon, another gate coming anytime soon. So the gate details here read, because it's been a little while, witness the various valorous deeds of these stalwart samurai in the age of great conflict. So as a reminder, the first gate was this one. This is one I completed entirely. This was one, I think it was more focused on the Secret Six Samurai. And then this one might be more focused on like the Legendary Six Samurai. Like, especially Shien as the main synchro monster. In the age when fierce warriors clashed without cease, the one closest to securing complete conquest was the renowned Shien. For him to arrive at this point, many heroic sacrifices had to be made. Yeah, and I know I didn't give a reminder this time, but like I was a little bit busy today, so I didn't really have much time to give a reminder. So I'm sorry about that. But I'll probably try to give reminders even on the YouTube side when I can about when my streams are being put out. But don't worry too much about the YouTube streams, because like at least one of the nice things about YouTube is that even when I do a stream, I can download into a video, which is nice, and the streams never go away. So I have, so if I need extra time to download it, which I probably won't at this point since I'm caught up, but if I do need extra time to download the stream, like the streams even never go away too. So I just have them as private when I download them into videos because I don't want them to show up twice, and just in case I want to reference it later on or something. I don't know. It doesn't hurt. So yeah, I got water orb for completing this scenario. So yeah, as a reminder, what I'll be doing today, looks like there's a little bit more because there's an extra scenario, but it's still not too bad. So I should be able to get through these 4 today, and then in the next part I can get through these 2 duels, and then the goal scenario as well, so I can show you the secret pack at that point. Not sure if it's a slightly different secret pack or the same secret pack as this other one that also had like some of the 6 samurais. But if it's the same, then you have 2 opportunities, but if it's slightly different, then this just gives you even more access to different kinds of 6 samurai cards. Maybe if someone like is eagle-eyed enough, they can tell me if it's the same secret pack that showed up or a different one. But of course that'll be in part 2. But if someone thinks they can be eagle-eyed enough to tell me, maybe they can be sure to show up for part 2 or watch it after and just let me know in the comments. And as always, if anyone wants to say anything in the stream, I'll be sure to read those off as well, to the best of my ability, ignoring any like swearing that happens. As I said, this is a story about when great Shogun Shien was a young man, became known as the warlord who virtually dominated the land. In the time of the warring states, there were those who ran across the battlefield like shooting stars. They claimed victory after victory, and the country expanded its territory at a breakneck pace. The shogun ruled the country and led its armies with great skill. Especially outstanding were the 6 warriors under his command. People called them the 6 samurai. Rumors of the mighty warriors and the shogun they served spread among the neighboring countries. He served the battle alongside the 6 samurai, never faced defeat, yet he carried a small seed of worry. One day he fell ill to a disease that infested his body. Still, the shogun hid it from all but a few close associates and ruled the country vigorously and without rest. He continued to fight fiercely as if shaking off the disease. I don't know when the Lord is resting. No one has ever seen the shogun sleeping. As these jokes were uttered by the soldiers and the people one day, the last straw broke on the camel's back. Just when he was preparing for a big battle, the shogun fell ill and died on an unexpected death. I cannot let other countries know of my father's death now. One of the 6 samurai and son of the shogun was Shien. Shien kept his father's death under wraps and led the army into battle in his place. The target was a mountainous country located in the east of the Castle of Mist. It was a castle that served as an enemy base. Terrain analysis, troop size, and strategy, all of the above were calculated, and victory seemed assured. However, the enemy had seen right through Xian and his advances. Enemy troops in the trees on the mountainside all attacked Xian and the 6 samurai. The 6 samurai struggled to hold their own, but they faced an unexpectedly desperate battle. As enemy soldiers attacked with increasing vigor, Xian finally ordered his troops to retreat. It's nice that they have those sound effects too. However, in that moment, there was a great disturbance in the land of command. After all, these were soldiers who had never lost a battle. The majority of them had no experience in retreating. Moreover, the confusion caused by the surprise attack and receiving orders from a different commander made matters worse. Morale was lowered as one by one the soldiers were taken out. If this continues, they could be routed. That was one of the 6 samurai, Shinai, who was alongside Xian, suddenly turned around. He then offered these words to Xian. Our unit will serve as the rear guard. The main unit must survive and return to the country at any cost. He was the strongest man among the 6 samurai, reserved but also the warrior Xian's late father trusted the most. Xian saw the determination in Shinai's eyes, and once again he ordered the entire army to retreat. As Shinai watched Xian, he seemed to smile silently with approval. That was how the 6 samurai and Xian barely escaped to their country. But even as Xian's wounds from the war began to heal, not a single man from Shinai's unit ever returned. He had lost his father, who was a shogun, and a soldier of the 6 samurai. For Xian and for the remaining 6 samurai, this battle was a bitter defeat that they would never forget. So yeah, if you're enjoying my content, please definitely like, share, and subscribe, and consider ringing the notification bell for regular content. Either you can select it for all my content or some of my content. You can also subscribe to me to get notified of my Twitch streams if you want to watch different games other than Macedol. And if you like, you can even subscribe to me on Twitch as well. Or another way to help me out, if you don't want to if you want to help me out a little bit more indirectly, while maybe getting yourself some nice stuff, I do have a few affiliate links. I have one on music related stuff, musical instruments, and other tools for producing music. TCG Player, which is where you can get a lot of the cards, or maybe even Funko Pops when they're actually in stock. Or if you're into crypto and you want to buy and sell crypto, you can even use my CoinSmart and maybe get started with doing that kind of thing. I think TCG Player and CoinSmart are both basically more consumer to consumer style markets. And then the Pro Audio Star is like an official music based store. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then there's Earth Orb. I was even thinking of getting another, I do have another affiliate link, on the ready, as well, that's more for, like, video game related stuff, but I haven't looked too much into that, so I want to look a little bit more into that before I post any details about that. And then I do have my TCG Play affiliate link shown off on Twitch, as well, so. Yeah, so that's pretty nice. Earth Orb is what I get from this. So it's basically just a bunch of orbs this time. And here are some of the cards that are being shown off. Xian once again. Did I show off the scenario appearance cards in the other ones? I don't think I did. So yeah, goes in match. Oh, so there's apparently a few 6 samurais in this card. Yeah, that makes sense though. Xian's Castle Miss, Legendary 6 Samurai Xian, Kageki, Shinai. Yeah, a lot of the Legendary 6 Samurai, as I said. So I guess I was right about, like, the last one showing off the Secret 6 Samurai, and then this, Solo Mode Gate showing off the Legendary 6 Samurai. And then here's a few more Legendary 6 Samurai, and then the Xian again. Xian's advisor. So here's a few people working for him as well. They're not really Legendary 6 Samurai, but they do help him out. It's probably a pretty big honor to be to be trusted enough, for Xian to trust them enough to have him simply be part of their crew even. The loss of Xian's father, who was the shogun, soon became known both nationally and internationally, and distressed the citizens of the nation. For the other countries competing to claim supremacy, this was an opportunity they could not have wished for. A warlord from another country might invade at any time. How do they settle this mess? How should they find the future? Xian was deep in thought. And then his father's confidant and the one appointed as his guardian, Xian's advisor, told him without hesitation. Now is the time for you to stand as the next shogun. You must prove to the world that you will be the one to rule over all the land. And let's not only win battles, let's raise a country that matches the heavenly world. To achieve this, it is essential to build a solid foundation. When you achieve this, you can call yourself the true master of the world. Xian's determination was renewed by these words. Using defeat as a springboard, he devised an array of strategies. This country's military and its national influence was enhanced, and they proceeded to invade countries to expand their territory. They devised a system to make it harder to be invaded, and quickly the country stabilized itself. Meanwhile, Xian was also racking up victories in battle. When his smoke signal rose over the battlefield, the soldiers of other countries would tremble in fear. Okay, so now I'm on the practice. So now we get to learn a little bit more about the 6 samurais, how to play the deck. Yeah, I guess like the legendary 6 samurais work a little bit different from the secret 6 samurais, because the secret 6 samurais are more about you having other 6 samurais on the battlefield, and the legendary 6 samurais are more about like being able to like special summon them. I think that's a main difference. But of course we'll learn more about it once we get more into it. So deck's description. Legendary 6 Samurai Shien is the ace monster able to not only negate an opponent's spell trap card activation, but also to avoid destruction by using another 6 samurai monster as a shield. In addition, Gateway of the Six, which can be added to the hand with Battle Shogun of the 6 Samurai, has powerful effects activated by removing Bushido counters. Combine this with Legendary 6 Samurai Kaizen, and you can flood the field and overwhelm the opponent. So anyway, is Secret 6 Samurai Fuma, which allows you to special summon one when it's destroyed by battle card effect. That's kind of nice. That's a nice one. Kagamusha. Kageki is one of the ones I like, special summon another one. Basically, your goal is to try to get to the Shien as quickly as possible. I mean, you can technically go for the two sinkers as well, but Shien is actually a pretty nice sinker monster still, like especially when you combine with like Great Shogun. Because then at that point, because what they can do is they can bait out the Shien negate by like activating one of the lesser spells and trying to get Shien to negate it. But if they activate one of the lesser spells while Great Shogun Shien and Legendary 6 Samurai Shien is on the field, and then you just decide not to negate it, well, that's the only spell or trap they were activating. So, so there's that. But I did find out something. If you do negate that spell or trap still, they're still allowed to activate one more. Because it doesn't count the negated spell or trap as an activated one. So that is something right there. Reinforcement, of course, always a good card. Temple of the 6, 6 Samurai 9, nice draw power. Gateway of the 6, this used to be at more than one, but it had to be limited because you could pretty easily loop with multiples of this. Yeah, especially since like you get counters on each of them, which is still kind of nice. You can still like utilize the other continuous spells to, like sack counters for the effect, and then use those for the effect of Gateway of the 6, since they all count as Bushido counters. But these don't rack up counters as quickly. Like this is 2 every time, and these only 1 every time. This one is like as many as you want on it though, so that's still kind of nice. And this one is only maximum of 2, so you need to make sure that you remove the counters before doing the gate, before trying to rack up more. And if you activate their effects, the Gateway, the 6 Samurai 9 or the Shien Dojo, they both have to send themselves to the graveyard, while the Gateway of the 6 only has to remove counters, which is kind of nice. And then there's this is one of the fairly newer cards. This is nice because you can just contact fusion it, so you don't have to worry about like needing polymerization or anything like that. And it like banishes cards, which is pretty nice. There's one, the newer Exceeds, slightly newer. Not like too strong in fact. So you could probably just feel free to go into one of the other rank 4s. And then Battle Shogun is actually pretty nice because it gives you a way to easily add the gateway. So even though gateway's at 1, you still have a pretty easy way of accessing it, which is pretty nice. Or you could add one of the other Bushido ones too, and then it can you can even get counters on this too, so that's not bad. And then Nightmare Unicorn, Bowload, yeah, and then just a few more generic The nice thing about this deck is it shouldn't be too hard to link climb because there's a lot of special summoning going on. So you can like be able to go into like some of the bigger links fairly easily. So if that's kind of more your style, like maybe 6 Samurai could be pretty fun. There are a few more control-less track cards for this deck too, though, which can be pretty nice. But some of them kind of require you to only have 6 Samurais up. Anyway, let's see. So there's the hand. What makes a Legendary 6 Samurai deck unique? Legendary 6 Samurai monsters are also 6 Samurai monsters, and therefore it can share many of the support cards from a 6 Samurai deck. The Legendary 6 Samurai in particular have many effects that special summon monsters are useful for synchro summons. Legendary 6 Samurai Shien is a powerful monster with an effect that disables and destroys the activation of your opponent's spells and traps. Okay, looks like I'm going second this practice. I think that's usually the case because they want me to attack to win. Use your Legendary 6 Samurai monsters to win the duel during this turn. Summon Legendary 6 Samurai Kaigeki. Yeah, this is the one that lets me special summon another one from hand. So now I can special summon the level 2 tuner, which is Kagamusha. You can special summon Legendary 6 Samurai Kaizen from your hand when there's a 6 Samurai monster on your field. So I special summon him. And that way I have a way to protect Shien. Now I have the 6 Samurai monsters you need on the field. To deal with the opponent's deck cards, sync summon Legendary 6 Samurai Shien. Which one? What is it? Oh, I guess it doesn't show you. Well, I'm gonna be able to negate it. My opponent's probably gonna try to activate it though. It's usually how it goes. You have successfully sync summoned Legendary 6 Samurai Shien. Proceed to battlefields and attack your opponent's the 6 Samurai Yariza. Yeah, this only gains extra attack when I have 2 more of the 6 Samurais with. Oh, I guess just in total. And so since I lost 2, the Legendary 6 Samurai goes back to its original attack. The opponent activated a trap card. Activate the effect of Legendary 6 Samurai Shien to negate its activation. So I really didn't need these other 2 traps in my hand. If it's just going to be ending this turn anyway. You negate the activation of a trap card, attack your opponent's life points directly. Yeah. Yeah, so there was really no reason I needed those other 2, but I guess to make it look more realistic, they had me have some of the cards in hand. So I had a full hand of 5. Okay, compared to 6 Samurai, it's extremely easy to combo with Legendary 6 Samurai monsters. That's why I think a lot more people like to go with the Legendary 6 Samurai as opposed to like the Secret 6 Samurai, because maybe they don't have like as easy ways of special summoning them. Though you can combine them, and there are a few Secret 6 Samurai that are still pretty nice when combined with the Legendary 6 Samurais. And definitely combine them is pretty nice because it makes it easier to get other 6 Samurais on the field in addition to Secret 6 Samurais, so that you can activate the effects of the Secret 6 Samurais a little easier. Strive to build up your forces while remaining wary of the Secret 6 Samurai monsters in the opponent's graveyard. See, my opponent's combining them. An efficient approach is to repeatedly activate the effects of the Gateway of the 6 by removing Bushido counters and then replenishing them. See, Konami realizes that's what a lot of people like doing, repeatedly activating the effects, because there's no hard ones per turn on the Gateway of the 6. So that's where it gets pretty crazy. Relentlessly special summon 6 Samurai monsters and dominate the opponent before they realize what's hit them. And then it's the same loner deck as before. The same deck description as before too. But in case you need a little bit of a reminder. So it looks like I'm playing maybe more like of a 6 samurai deck without secret 6 samurai monsters, and then my opponent's playing like basically the combination. Wow, this is could have been better. Luckily I can just special summon an extra copy of itself if I don't get a better if I don't get a different name 6 samurai. That's kinda nice still. Oh yeah, and also it's nice that Temple of the Six also can give it Bushido counters too. Yeah, it is kind of nice. Like even if you don't need to activate, oh, I get maybe that was good because that was probably the weakest of my spells. So now I can activate these without fear. Now I can just special summon an extra copy of itself. And it'll still allow me to bring out a level 2, a tuna. Which isn't bad. So I might as well do that then. Yeah, I better do that. No, or maybe I should do the... Yeah, I should probably do the 6 Samurai United to get to draw 2. Ooh, that's not bad. That's pretty nice. I get to special summon the Great Shogun Shiin now. Doesn't count as the 6 Samurai though, so it won't be putting on extra counters. But now I can bring out my level 2 tuna. Now, yeah, so now I can... I mean, if I really wanted to, I could bring out the Nightmare Unicorn. But I don't think so. Yeah, I can just use the extra Legendary 6 Samurai guy so that Shiin won't be killed. So I'll go ahead and do that then. Oh, what? Oh, crap. I didn't realize that. Whatever, it's fine. At least now I can negate stuff. Or not negate, and then that's the only spell or trap my opponent can activate. Luckily this is only... Oh. Luckily it also... So, instead of Great Shogun Shiin, that sucks. How does this work? Yeah, no, I think I'll... Yeah, because now I can just... Here, I'll show you a cool thing I can do. Yeah, I'll just... But that's the only trap they can activate. Oh... I messed up. It's fine. Well, at least my opponent got rid of the negate now. This doesn't negate. Now I can just activate this. Here. Actually, maybe I'll wait. I mean... Nah, I won't wait. I'll just do it. Yeah, so now I can special summon this. Oh wait, no, I need to control the 6 samurai. But I will, because I have this. I'll go ahead and target these two. And now I can set up my negate. I might as well do the negate first. Actually, yeah, no, I'll go for the Shein guy again. Yeah, my opponent shouldn't have gotten rid of the card that could have negated my trap. That was actually very helpful for me. Technically, nah, I'm just gonna go into battle phase. Whatever. It still takes damage, so that's why I did it. So technically I can go for a unicorn if I really wanted to. At this point, put this back in the X deck. I don't know though. I think I'm alright with my opponent just. Yeah, it doesn't destroy them since I already used them for a synchro summon. And unfortunately, I can't negate that, so my opponent gets back to Shein. That really stinks. My opponent really shouldn't have done that first, because now I can just... They should have, like, gotten rid of the Grandmaster first. Man, my opponent is really using up the negate. And my opponent just brought out a weaker monster now. It's like my opponent doesn't want to win. Wow. So this is nice because it can bring out the legendary 6 samurai guy. Technically I can just return to the hand. So I think I'm just gonna yeah, I want to keep that in hand just in case. So I'm just going to activate the effect. I have more than enough to banish. So now I can just return this to the X deck. Attack with all of these. Yeah, I would have been able to end it had I also had this out, but that's okay. Shows a little bit more. I might as well negate it. This will also show that if my opponent happens to have another spell, my opponent can still activate it. But they didn't. I might as well do the legendary 6 samurai effect. Banish these two. Then I can turn this to hand. And that's game. There's the 6 samurai united. And then I'll go into battle. And then that'll be game. There we go. Pretty simple. And now I'm just gonna go into the news section. And after the news I can talk a little bit more. Oh wait, no, I'll read the verse out for you guys. So you know. You can also look it up if you like from the description. But I'll read it out so you guys can think about it a little bit before I go over the verse description. So it's a little bit longer. The verse reads, "Sow for yourselves righteousness, reap steadfast love, break up your fallow ground." It's fallow ground. Oh, so that's unplowed ground. Getting that off of the picture that version gave me. For it is the time to seek the Lord, that he may come and rain righteousness upon you. Yeah, so you can think about that verse a little bit. That was once again Hosea 10:12. That is the English Standard Version, by the way. Anyway, let's I'm pretty sure I don't need to complete any more missions. I should be good. Yeah, I only have 5, so that's fine. But I do need to do Duel Live, so I'll do that real quick. So I don't miss out on that. For a quick second, what they were doing with Duel Live, they had it where, like, if you clicked on the Duel Live, you would have to click on, like, whichever, like, one you pick. So they were kind of, like, combining the Duel Live from this menu with the one from the other menu. So you had to, like, actually click on whether you wanted it to be random or from a specific category. But now you can just click on it, it goes right away to it. So I guess they figured, like, they realized that, like, that was a little annoying, which I kind of agree with. So it's nice that they change it back. So apparently, maybe that's why, like, they load it again. There are probably a few features since there was a recent update, so I'm kind of excited to see what's in the news about that, since I haven't looked at that yet. So here's the notifications. The Theme Chronicle event. Yeah, a little bit more information about that, saying, like, how long it's going to last. It's going to go for quite some time, and I'm making pretty good progress in it. So here's new accessories. This is kind of a cool protector. This is from the Gold Pride. A protector designed with the emblem of players participating in the Gold Pride race. For those who get fired up in dead heats between extreme racers. So I'm pretty sure this is supposed to just basically be a take on, like, wacky racers, but in, like, the Yu-Gi-Oh universe. But yeah, it's kind of cool. Like, it's like about racing. Kind of like racing a little bit too. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna really be picking these up. Gold Pride deck box. A deck box designed with the emblem of players participating in a massive anything goes race. Recommended for decks that move at super speed. Unfortunately, I can't really watch a lot of episodes of Wacky Races right now because I don't really have that streaming service. But I can at least, like, watch, like, one episode. Because they do give you, like, that little free trial sometime. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm going to be moving to a new house pretty soon, too. So that should be pretty good. And I'm probably going to change how I want to do stuff up a little bit. Nothing to do with, like, the streams or anything. Just, like, I'm probably going to be, like, not really having as many streaming services, really. But I will, I think I will try to, like, look into, like, Audible still, because that still seems pretty good. Not every, and it's kind of annoying how not every audiobook is in Audible. So it might be kind of nice, so I can make sure I, can get a good audiobook for my Goosebumps as I'm going through those. Anyway, here's a wallpaper. This one's pretty cool because it shows up on the menu, nice and big. Gold Pride Star Leon. The man in the Gold Pride race gains even more speed when piloting this unit. Saving the captain of the destroyed airship, he rushes forward with a dauntless spirit despite interferences. Oh, there's actually 2 people shown here. Oh. Huh, that's... Is a pirate not... It's a pirate supposed to be. That's kind of weird. Are those... So those are supposed to be feet then? Wow. You get a nice up close picture of, like... Huh. Interesting. Anyway, so if you want a more up close picture of what the pirate's supposed to look like, or the other guy. Anyway. Interesting. Anyway, that may be actually worth picking up, since like wallpapers are always kind of nice because they're nice and big. Not really showing like a lot when you're in a duel, but like it's nice for the main person's account, I think. Anyway, version update. So here's a little bit of the news. I think the duel rooms got changed a little bit, but I'm not really too interested in those. When I am interested in like how the ranked duel got changed a little bit, maybe even like other modes like the solo mode. Anyway, some of the duel related updates are that special summoning animations I think got changed a little bit, like the text. No, the text. I guess it like better highlights when a card's been special summoned, I guess. And it kind of better shows you where it's been special summoned from. Added animation is some mates when losing a duel. So the applicable mates for that are Quibble, Hedgehog, Crevo, and Scapegoat. So a few more animations got added for a few of those mates, so that's kind of cool. Change the card list displayed when using the effect of Yoga so that cards are displayed in the order in which they're excavated. Okay. So now they're gonna like better show up what cards are being excavated. That's kind of nice, actually. In case like you're playing against a deck that likes to mill a bunch, or maybe a deck that likes to mill a lot of your cards. And then other updates are changed so that the searches can be done by Yu-Gi-Oh! Neuron deck code in public deck search. So they're giving a little bit more support to the Neuron app. That's always nice. Addition of the season's points page. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what the season points are for. I saw them a little bit. I think it's like a Duelist Cup feature, so I don't really care too much about that. And you may only get season points when you actually reach the Duelist Cup Stage 2, so I don't know how many season points I'll be getting. I'm not even sure what you can get rewarded with your season points. Maybe later on that they'll add a little shop that you can like buy different stuff with your season points. I'm not sure though, but it might be a little bit hard to get them if you need to reach Stage 2 of the Duelist Cup. Because for one thing, the Duelist Cup doesn't show up all too much. I think it's like once a month or something like that. And another thing is, reaching Stage 2 can be kind of difficult. And then a few PvE patches, like, I think these were the PvE patches that, like, they were gonna change about some of the cards so they wouldn't mess up as much. That they already changed in the PvP, but now they actually changed them in PvE as well. So a few Pearly effects getting fixed, that's always nice. And then the selection pack, I went over that, but I think I need to show him more. No, I think I did show him more detail already. Yeah, but just in case I didn't, I'll go over those. So on the maintenance notice, so January 18th. So that already happened. Yeah, that already happened. So that got changed a little bit, a few duel rooms and stuff like that. And there it looks like one of the new dinosaur monsters. The following card can be activated with the release of one dinosaur monster instead of two monsters, including a dinosaur monster. Beta Evolution Pill Ultra Ascendance. I guess that's one of the cards that allow you to special summon a dinosaur monster. That's just another one of those pill cards. So I guess it's a little bit easier to get that special summon now. How it was intended to be. Anyway, let's look at those packs just in case I didn't look at them yet. So here's the Indomitable Pride. I think I did show this one off. And actually, that pirate looks a little interesting. Like, especially those feet. Like, I don't think she's supposed to be human. Which is usually how it is with a few of the monsters. What, maybe she's supposed to be like a beast warrior. What is she? Fiend? Oh, Fiend. I guess that's what, that explains it. I might want to look up more information, because now I'm kind of wondering, like, if she's supposed to be, if she's supposed to, yeah, the feet are kind of interesting. I mean, look at that. It's got, like fins on them, too? I don't know. Maybe she's supposed to, be portraying something. And then there's the super heavy samurai animation. I'm not sure if I showed those yet. Oh yeah, I don't think I read the description yet. So the new ace card, Super Heavy Samurai Brave Masaro, makes a grand entrance in the Super Heavy Samurai series. In addition to new forces such as Gold Pride, which can turn the tables in a tight spot, and Nemlaria, a strange world manifested by a sleeping girl, Visa's Amritara, a new form of the man who holds the new radiance of the stars in his arms, will also join the battle. Fight off the staunch offenders and carry out your will. Yeah, there's the wallpaper. I might just end up getting this because I always like the wallpaper. Yeah, there you go. So here's a little bit of description here. Oh wait, no, I already read these descriptions. I don't think any new structure decks got added yet. So here's the description for the for this secret pack, but first I'll show off there's the animation for her. I think her animation might have gotten updated. That might be what it is. Transcendosaurus and Dynamorphia are dinosaur types that have transcended the extinction that evolved in their own unique way. Expands the peculiar tactic of attacking without fear of destruction, sometimes even at the cost of life points. Oh, I'm pretty sure I did show this off. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I did show this one off. But I don't think I read the description. So, yeah, it doesn't look like the structure decks got updated at all. Pretty sure most of these structure decks you'd probably be able to play in the, in that Theme Chronicle event. So, that might be an easy way to get, like, budget decks together in case you don't want to play the loner decks, which might actually be the bad way to do it. You know what, in here, and then there's a few other things that apparently I didn't look at yet. Oh, it's just those protectors. I think I read all of the... Yeah, I read all the descriptions, but I need to click on them so that they don't show up as new. Then there's the Super Heavy Samurai Prodigy Wakashi. Did I read this one? An icon depicting something lingering on a moonlit parapet with two colored eyes. The sight of it flying about gallantly in unwavering doles reminds one of a gifted prodigy. Then there's the icon frame for Earth. An Earth icon frame that is magnificent and poignant. The Earth quietly accepts the turbulence of great power. And then there's the two card cases. A deck box with a design of WoW and Raging Lands, perfect for Earth decks. And I know I read this one. Okay, so that's all the new stuff. So now I'll open up a few packs for the... I'll open up a few packs for the Legacy. Oh, and what I can do is I can still do like YouTube goals where if I reach a certain number of subscribers by a certain point, then like I can celebrate it with a special pack opening. But I can also like carry it onwards to Twitch as well. Like if I reach certain Twitch goals, I can also do stuff for Master Duel. For those who want who are on Twitch but also watch my Master Duel content on YouTube. But I won't do them on Twitch. I'll probably do them on YouTube. Unless anyone wants to see a few Master Duel videos on Twitch. But yeah, I think I'm gonna open 50 here. I really want to get the mosquito exceed still. Let's see if I can get it. It is an ultra rare, so it's a little bit hard to get. I didn't get it yet. But I did get a third copy of Synchro, which I'm probably never going to use, but I mean, I got a few play sets of a few super rares. Gil Dogra may come in handy, especially since that's a level 2. So technically it can be good in a Sprite deck. Maybe it can have potential. Woodland Sprite. This one was a good card in Duel Links, but now like I think it got nerfed a little bit, so like not as good. But yeah, this used to be really good. Or maybe just as new cards got added, this eventually kind of lost its place in Duel Links. Interesting that's super rare because it doesn't really seem that good for this Master Duel environment. And then Clear World can be kind of fun since there's a lot of different effects that can have. Shadow Impulse, that's actually a holo, which is always pretty nice, especially a holo for a card that's like above a rare, but still like holos for rares can still be kind of nice, just to see them. Enchanting Fitting Room, this can be good for if you're playing a lot of like low level normal monsters. So this definitely has potential as well. Though it is only a rare, so not as big a deal. It's pretty easy to just craft rares. As always, and then there's a few normals and stuff. So there you go. Yeah, if anyone has any fun facts to do with any of these cards from this pack opening, or from any of the cards that I showed that were getting shown a little bit with the accessories or the solo mode, you can feel free to share them. If you have a favorite card that got shown or a favorite piece of art that got shown, you can feel free to share that either from the pack opening here. Oh, I got a 6 Samurai card. That's kind of nice since we're in the 6 Samurai solo mode. Yeah, and then if anyone has any questions, you can feel free to ask them now before I leave. I'll probably keep this up until it says 105 on the elapsed time. If anyone can see that as well. Oh yeah, people, I know you all can see that too. But yeah, as once again, thank you for everyone who stayed this far into the video. Thank you for whatever sections you all watched. And I would like to definitely thank those who stayed for the entire video. Thank you once again. Those are my true fans, and I want to thank you. Especially if you also watch my Twitch streams as well. I would like to thank all who would be willing to watch both. Or if you just want to switch over to Twitch, that's fine too. Maybe like tell friends about me being on Twitch, who only watch Twitch. Yeah. Oh yeah, I need to go over the verse discussion. I almost forgot about that. So, as a reminder, the verse reads, sow for yourselves righteousness, reap steadfast love, break up your fallow or unplowed ground, for it is a time to seek the Lord, that he may come and rain righteousness upon you. So first of all, sow for yourselves righteousness. So this is a lot of metaphors, because like in the Bible times there was a lot of like farming, so talking about that. Of course, like maybe like there may not be a ton of like farmers nowadays. But like if like you can always like change up the words a little bit so you understand it a little bit better. So maybe instead of like saying sow for yourselves righteousness, you could say like this could just be saying like put righteousness into your heart. That's another way to say it, I would say. And you don't, and the kind of righteousness that you want to put into your heart is God's righteousness, because that's like really good righteousness. Reap steadfast love. So after you put into your heart, like now you want to like take it out and turn that into love that you can spread to others. Especially with it being God's righteousness, then you know it's the right kind of love you're giving out. So any unplowed ground, any like problems that you're struggling with, try to like ask God to help you to be able to like overcome them so that you can continue to show love to others, because that kind of stuff might get in the way sometimes. Yeah, so that's basically, I would say, what the verse is saying. So one way I can be putting like righteousness into my heart, getting God's righteousness into my heart is through reading the Bible, and then I can like and then what I can do from there is I can like show maybe like that can help me better explain verses in the future to you guys. So maybe that's an example of how I can be like living up to this verse here. And if anyone wants to share about like ways that they can live up to the verse, then feel free. Maybe if there's any ways that I am helping you live up to this verse, that's fine too. You can feel free to share that. And if you like feel like you may be there could be ways you could improve, maybe you can share about those, and then I can help you through that. Anyway, I think that's going to be pretty much it. So, and then if you have any extra thoughts that I didn't mention from the verse, feel free to say those. And also, just remember, I'll let you know when I'm about to put out that introductions kind of stream, just a practice stream before I do my actual live or die stream. And I think the poll is pretty much ended, so it's gonna be live or die. So thank you to the person who did vote on that. And I can also like give my later on just give the Twitch audience also a chance to be able to vote on like my next Let's Plays. But I'll be able to figure out about that. Especially if my Twitch becomes a little bit more successful, like I can start doing more and more Let's Plays for Twitch. But first, I think I have to figure out what's a good stopping point for the live or die. Especially since I haven't gone to that yet, so I don't really know a lot about it. Anyway, I hope you all had fun with this video, and I hope whoever shows up for the Twitch stream will have fun there. And if you'd like to, you can even let your friends know. It's probably gonna be a less like I'm also gonna be a bit more serious in that stream, like my introductions, like probably just like more of an about me, so that people like know what they're getting into, for those who haven't like been watching me. So if you want to invite friends, or you just want to hear a little bit more about me, how I'm gonna be doing this Twitch moving forward, you can feel free to attend that stream. Anyway, the next Let's Play solo mode stream will be on Monday, so hope those who want to come for that will be able to, and we'll have a fun time there. Bye everyone.